Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody on Discord as well.
Good morning.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube. Morning, Tommy. Sorry for the few seconds delay. I could not get my audio to work in the broadcasting software at all, and then all of a sudden, magically, it just started working. So in the nick of time, kind of, we got it working. So welcome to Dublin. We are going to fly down to Nantes this morning. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy the flight. Just for the record, I'm using Active Sky not. Okay, I'm using the real weather in Explain because part of what I'm going to do in the background is just keep an eye on that VNAV descent profile again anyway. So I can't use Active Sky. I did change my livery. I remembered back in the day when I had my old computer, this livery was a bit heavy on the FPS. Okay, so I thought this morning with a new computer, I'm going to check this one out. And so far, I don't perceive any loss of frames. Okay, so we'll see how it performs. I've got great faith that it was just because my old PC was a potato PC. Things happen, and so far so good with this one now. So. Tony did such a great job. It was such a shame I couldn't really fly this livery before. So, Tony, if you ever watch this video, thanks again. And so far so good. So far so good. Yeah, we've got good frames. We'll see as we fly what happens. But I've got great faith. I think the problem is sorted with the new machine. That it was just an old machine problem, not a livery problem. Good morning, Steve. Yeah, thanks, Tommy. I like it. It's really nice. We've got this one, and that's in Chrome, and then we've got the golden one that George made. An update to that it was initially made by Jacques initially, but yeah, so far so good. I must start using a bit more of my various liveries. So, anyway, let's quickly see if we can connect. Gentlemen, how far are you with your setups? Are you guys ready to go?
I've pushed back. Altitude refuses to start up. No, I'm on my way.
Right, you're on your wrong mic again. That's interesting. Now it says it can't find my flight plan. Why not? I filed the flight plan earlier. Let's do it again.
Is that any better?
Much. Yeah.
Yeah, altitude refuses to start.
I'm ready to taxi.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm about 15 minutes from push, so I'm gonna rush. I'll do it as soon as I can, fast as I can.
Don't worry, take your time.
Skymatix VA3.55 taxiing over Delta and Kilo and Nico to runway 28 right.
Awesome.
Was that audible on the
Yes.
AC?
Yes, I got
Okay,
it.
good.
Hello, Neil. Yeah, I'm doing great. I hope you're doing great as well. And it was nice getting your message early this morning. So I don't know what the difference would be between the aircraft you flew the other day and this one that Laminar has now put out, but I see there is an ACF update. So good luck, and remember to put it on the YouTube for us so that you guys can see what you do.
There's ATC.
Do we have ATC? Good. Interesting. Steve, the scenery is brilliant. You've got it in your budget to get it. Get it. This is absolutely amazing. If you had to explain 11, good morning. It's Gary. It's Gary. He's on ATC. Hello, Gary. Thank you for ATC services, sir. We're just admiring the scenery yet, so I'll get going later. But yeah, anybody ever looking for Dublin scenery? This is the one to get from Boundless. This is the one to get. I'm going to use runway 28 for my takeoff, Gary, by the way.
I don't see ATC on the website.
It's probably because it's brand new. You'll have to give it a minute or so to update. Brilliant. Let's get going.
Center, Skymatix 0355, about to taxi from stand 110.
You're probably going to have to ask
Skymatix 0355, very good morning to you, sir. You are cleared to Nantes on the PESIT departure, runway 28 right, and squawk 0051.
Clear for the Juliet departure, runway 28 right, squawk 0051, Skymatix 0355.
Skymatix 0355, readback is correct. You ready for taxi?
Ready for taxi? Already, I was running when you signaled me. Ready for taxi.
Gary is a bit loud there.
Yeah, not a problem. You can taxi link 7.
Yeah, I'm not going to make Gary louder. It's for me to hear him, not so much the other pilots. So they, as long as they can communicate, that's their story. Right, so doors open. GPU better push back. Nice to see all the ticks crawling around here.
Ground cockpit plan is acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready to go.
Skymatix 194, good morning, readability 5.
Who's 355? Andy?
Good morning, Nico. Good morning to all.
There's ATC, eh? You can't continue unless you talk to
Skymatix
ATC.
194, you are cleared. Just confirm, where are you going to, Nantes or Catalonia?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the ATC, you need to speak to ATC, otherwise you can't continue. You'll have to go offline if you want to fly.
Skymatix 194, just check your flight plan.
Okay, I
You
can
filed
stay. I
Lima
will
Golf
not fly.
Kilo Fox, which is Catalonia.
No, just
in
disconnect.
Greece. You
Take
might
off,
need to
and
change
once
that,
you're outside of visa
arrival
airspace, you
airport
can connect
on your
again.
flight plan.
It's just not good manners to ignore the guy, you know.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, let's see. Next. Can start here. Get you loaded up. 17.2. Fuel 66.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Skymatix 014, I'm seeing you trying to transmit. I'm not hearing anything. Just check your output for the client.
Skymatix 194, I have revised my flight plan and requesting IFR clearance to Nantes.
Skymatix 194, thank you. I have your revised flight plan. You are cleared to Nantes on the PESIT 2 Juliet departure, runway 28 right, and for you, squawk 0055.
PESIT 2 Juliet departure out of runway 28 right and squawking 0055, Hellenic Skymatix 194.
Skymatix 194, readback is correct. Report ready for push and start.
Next report when ready to push and start. Skymatix 194.
Skymatix 014, radio check please.
Skymatix 014, hear you loud and clear, thank you.
Yeah, it was the NVIDIA update. It's Skymatix 014, info India on board, B738, stand 20 at Dublin, request IFR clearance to Nantes, as filed.
Skymatix 014, clear to Nantes, PESIT 2 Juliet departure, runway 28 right and squawk 0052.
Cleared PESIT 1 Juliet, runway 28 right, 0052 for squawk, Skymatix 014.
Skymatix 014, readback is correct. Are you pushed back or are ready for taxi, or are you still at the gate?
Yeah, I'm pushed back. I've just got to change the FMC to Juliet for the departure, and I'll get back to you. Skymatix 014.
Okay, no problem, thank you.
Gary, what's the reason for PESIT to Juliet versus PESIT 1 November? What's the difference apart from track miles? Why do you want Juliet? Just a quick question. I hope you're listening.
Shannon, control, Skymatix 0355, ready for departure.
Skymatix 0355, yeah, runway 28 right, you are cleared for takeoff. Surface winds are 260 degrees at 7 knots.
Thank you, Gary.
Takeoff 28 right. Skymatix 035.
Center, good morning, Skymatix 001, information India on board, stand 121 at Dublin, Bravo 738, requesting IFR clearance to Nantes. Morning, William.
Skymatix 001, good morning. You are cleared to Nantes on the PESIT 2 Juliet departure, runway 28 right and squawk 0053.
Squawk 0053, PESIT 2 Juliet departure of runway 28 right, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, readback is correct. Report ready for push and start.
We'll report ready for push and start, Skymatix 001. Flight Simmer X, good morning. Welcome everybody that joined late and only arrived recently. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the flight with us. Gary, our good old buddy from Iveo and the Zibo pilots group, etc., is here on stream with us. He's also the ATC for us today, and we are very grateful that he's made the effort to come around. It's been a while since he controlled us, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the whole thing. You know, it's a bit of a different spin on a stream when you've actually got ATC, so all good.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
5-3. Here we go. Right.
Good morning, Shannon Control, Skymatix 008, stand 133 left, requesting IFR clearance as filed for Nantes.
Skymatix 008, very good morning to you. You're cleared to Nantes on the PESIT 2 Juliet departure out of runway 28 right and squawk 0054.
Squawking 54 and Skymatix 008 requesting 28 left. Scenery has not been updated for right.
Skymatix 008, I'm just seeing that comment in your flight plan now. I do apologise. You are cleared to Nantes on the PESIT 6 Alpha departure, 28 left, squawking 0054.
That will be PESIT 6 Alpha 28 left, 0054 on the squawk box. Skymatix 008.
Skymatix 008, feedback is correct. I think you're in a self-manoeuvring stand, so just report ready for engine start.
Comments for engine start, Skymatix 008.
Apologies, Skymatix 014 ready for taxi.
Skymatix 014, if you taxi a link 6 right on Delta November, link 7 Kilo, holding point November 2.
Taxi link 6, Delta November, then link 7 Kilo, holding point November 2. Skymatix 014.
Center, Skymatix 0355, request for the climb.
Skymatix 0355, identified on departure, climb flight level 230.
230, Skymatix 0355.
Ready for pre-flight procedure. Trim up.
Skymatix 194 requesting push and start.
Skymatix 194, just hold position, probably 1 or 2 minutes of aircraft just to taxi behind.
FM holding position, Skymatix 194.
We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt. Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until
I can't recall if he actually gave me an initial altitude, so let's just go for 15.
He didn't.
Yeah. Go for 15 and then he can direct us. Thanks, Hendrik. Right, 277. Good morning. Isavona. Sorry, I had to read quickly there. Good morning. 7. Right, all the programming is then correct. Yo, Gary. We didn't give any altitude. It's on the chart. Okay, got it. Need to read the chart then.
Push and start approved, facing north, Skymatix 194.
Yeah, it says below, we need to stay below 090, obviously, until you clear us. So, thank you so much. Will teach me to read the chart a little better. Just for your information, gents, there it is. It says there you need to be below 090.
But
there.
if you're cleared, you can.
If he clears you, you can climb above it, but you know, he'll direct us basically.
Yeah, I requested further climb, so I can go on.
Yeah.
Skymatix 014, I've taken a wrong turn. Is it okay to continue up to Kilo?
Right, next.
Skymatix 014, you didn't take a wrong turn. You're on the correct path, just on the opposite taxiway. You're on Delta Sierra, which is the South Delta. You should be on the North Delta, but keep going straight ahead. It'll join you back up to Link 7, and then you can go Kilo November 2. Not a problem.
Roger that. Run it. Skymatix 014.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Shannon Controls, Skymatix 008, stand 133 left, requesting push and start.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Call for taxi.
Before start procedure complete. Ready for before start checklist.
Skymatix 0355, climb flight level 350.
350, Skymatix 0355.
Right, the tow's been connected and the bypass pin's been inserted. You can release the parking brakes when you're ready.
Shannon Control, Skymatix 001, ready for push and start. Sorry, in the record.
Skymatix 001, push and start approved, facing west, call for taxi.
Push and start approved, facing west, Skymatix 001.
I was saying slight delay, but you have to pay attention. I was just doing something a little bit different, and then ATC came in. And,
yeah, no problem. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Shannon Control, good morning. Skymatix 052, requesting clearance is fogged to Nantes.
Skymatix 052, very good morning. You're cleared to Nantes, PESIT 2 Juliet departure, runway 28 right, and squawk 0060.
Cleared is fogged to Nantes. The PESIT 2 Juliet departure, squawk 0060. Is it possible to take 28 left? I actually haven't got the scenery that's
Starter
got
cutout.
28 right in it. It just looks like dirt. Skymatix 052.
Skymatix 052, yeah, that's not a problem. Amended to SID is now PESIT 6 Alpha departure, runway 28 left, and you can remain with the same squawk.
Okay, PESIT 6 Alpha departure, runway 28
Start
left.
number 1 engine.
Squawk 0060.
Starting number 1 engine.
Skymatix 052, read back correct. Report ready for push and start.
Right, the operation has been complete. You can set the parking brake when you're ready.
Skymatix 014, surface winds are 280 6 knots, runway 28 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Skymatix 0.
N2.
Hello Umar, good morning.
Ready for before taxi procedure. Starter cutout.
Right, the tow's been disconnected, the bypass pin has been removed, the hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time, take care, good luck.
You can proceed direct to VAPAL.
Direct to VAPAL, okay.
Skymatix 194, requesting taxi information.
Skymatix 194, a taxi link 6 right onto Delta November, link 7 Kilo, holding point November 2.
Link 6 Delta November, link 7, so Kilo Hotel, November 2. Hellenic, Skymatix 194.
Correct.
Shannon Control, Skymatix 001, ready for taxi.
Skymatix 001, a taxi link 5 right on Foxtrot Inner, link 6 Delta November, link 7 Kilo, holding point November 2.
Thank you, sir. Cleared to the holding point via link 5, Foxtrot Inner, then link 6, Delta November, link 7 Kilo, and holding point November 2, Skymatix 001. Man, that was one heck of a fast writing that had to happen there to write everything down. Oh.
Yeah, Linda doesn't do that for you. Eh?
No. I had to do that very fast. I'm not good with shorthand, but I made it. Yo.
I try to predict nowadays what is coming. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
Taxi lights on.
Hey, Kev.
Shannon Control, Skymatix 052, ready for pushback and start.
Skymatix 052, push and start approved, facing west on taxiway Delta Sierra.
Pushing facing west on Delta Sierra, Skymatix 052.
Skymatix 014, airborne passing 4,200.
Skymatix 014, radar contact on departure, climb flight level 230.
230, Skymatix 014.
Shannon Control, Skymatix 008, ready for taxi, runway 28 left.
Sorry, 2 stations crossed, blocked.
Shannon Control, KLM 1087, we are ready for descent.
KLM 1087, descend initially flight level 120.
Descending flight level 120, KLM 108.
And we've got version 4.3a testing, so...
Skymatix 008, taxi via Foxtrot to holding point Echo 1, runway 28 left.
I missed Duncan somewhere, but Duncan, if you're here, yeah, well, good morning. Good morning.
Hi.
Morning.
Hello.
KLM 1087 will be the VAPAL 1 Golf arrival for 34.
The VAPAL 1 Golf arrival for runway 34, KLM 108.
That's the same one, Umar. Same one. David? No, he's muted. Well, if
Nico,
yes.
My speed is dropping. It's not. The auto throttle is not picking up. I had it here in last flights too.
And tell me, is your anti-ice on? Does it make a difference? Your engine anti-ice? Can you switch it on?
Oh, it's all off.
Switch it on, see if it makes a difference. That's the first thing I always do. When you see the speed drop, that's ice. First of all, put on that anti-ice. You might want to put the wing anti-ice on for a minute or two as well. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have to drive through poor old David, but now there's like a stalemate here.
Try and round it.
Shannon Control, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, yeah, I see companies just pushed a little bit far. The Delta Sierra Delta November taxiway should allow for, you know, two aircraft to get by each other, but if you want to go around them, it's your choice, or we can just hold you there until he's ready to taxi.
I'll gladly wait here until David's ready to taxi, that's fine.
Roger.
So I stopped my climb and now it's raising a little bit, but it's still 30 knots below.
Yeah, sorry, Shannon Control, Skymatix 052, ready for taxi. Sorry, that taxi was just right, ballsed up. Apologies. Yeah, ready for taxi instructions.
Skymatix 052, not a problem, sir. You can taxi link 6, Foxtrot outer, Foxtrot to holding point Echo 1, 28 left.
So, Foxtrot, taxi via link 6, Foxtrot outer to Echo 1 for runway 28 left, Skymatix 052.
Skymatix 1904, surface winds are 3107 knots, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
Yes, for takeoff 28 right, Skymatix 1904.
Skymatix 008, are you ready for takeoff?
Skymatix 008, ready for takeoff, runway 28 left.
Skymatix 008, you're clear for takeoff, runway 28 left, surface winds 3107 knots.
3170 knots, clear for takeoff, runway 28 left, Skymatix 008.
Skymatix 014, climb flight level 350.
350, Skymatix 014.
Skymatix 0355, you leave in my airspace, no further ATC, switch to Unicom 122.8, have a good flight.
V4 takeoff procedure.
Thanks for the service.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
You do 28 right, Nico?
Yes, sir.
Surely
line up and wait,
you're on the wrong entrance. You're going to get all the leader lights up there.
No, that was fixed. That was a problem with my autos.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, I've still got it.
Yeah, no, I disabled my autos, started to explain, went to check, it was all good, went back, enabled my autos, problem gone.
Okay, thank you.
Shannon Control, Skymatix 001, ready for departure, runway 28.
So I'm up to speed now, Nico.
November
so
1.
How could I have seen
Skymatix 001, line up and wait, runway 28 right.
building? I'm way up in the sky, there's no rain or something?
No, it's an explained fault. It's just an explained fault. We know about it. That's why I know about it. And that's all.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons why I like flying with you guys.
Yeah, we know things.
Yeah, you know so much.
Gary, sorry buddy. With Hendrik talking, I didn't catch your last transmission. I can always call you on ATC, but anyway. Thank you, John. Okay, let me rather just speak to him. Shannon Control, can you repeat for Skymatix 001? Sorry, man. Apologies.
Yeah, Skymatix 001, not a problem. Line up and wait, runway 28 right.
Line up and wait, 28 right, Skymatix 001. Thanks again, John. Yeah, I didn't hear that, man.
Skymatix 008, is there one?
Skymatic 008, thank you. Turn left, direct to PESIT, climb flight level 230.
I'm in 230, direct left, PESIT, Skymatic 008.
Hendrik.
Skymatic 194, radar contact.
See, this what you've experienced this morning and in this whole conversation now is funny, because we know things that's simulator related and we know things that's real world related. And you know what's funny when I do support is when somebody keeps on hammering on, yeah, but in the real world it works this way, and we go and we say, no, but in the simulator it works this way, because in the simulator you don't really have weather, you don't have the same problems, so you need a simulator solution for a simulator problem, you know, and a lot of guys don't understand that. It takes them a while to catch on to the idea, because they're coming with real world knowledge, and you have to kind of find the line, you know, to marry the two and to keep the two separate as well, you know. So yeah, I'm glad we had the chat. I think a couple of people will pick up on that this morning. Good one.
Yeah, I think that this is that's also the reason why I sometimes look your videos. Although I don't have the time, but I know something interesting
is going to happen.
Might pop up in the discussions.
Yeah,
and that's really well.
It helps.
Sometimes if you don't ask the question, you start figuring out what I'm doing wrong and reading all up on how it should be working, and you go like, okay, somebody knows the answer.
I'll quick. Yeah, 001 cleared for takeoff. Sorry, I just got my takeoff clearance there in the middle. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, just babbling about that sometimes it takes a long time to
catch on. Yeah.
To catch on, and if you just ask.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's so easy. Yeah.
But then again, you need to read it too. Sometimes people just ask the question for a long time. And they're going like, come on guys, it is there. You can find it.
KLM1087, descend flight level 80.
Have to ever so slightly just give a little bit of right hand rudder there, right foot, because it's funny, it didn't want to go straight, huh?
Yeah, same here.
I noticed you don't push the controls forward before 80 knots.
Acceleration altitude.
Sorry, say again, Christian?
The controls, do you push the controls forward?
Skymatic 194.
I don't generally do that though.
Left direct PESIT, Skymatic 194.
So I don't know how many of you guys noticed it, but I've actually decided to use D-Rate 2 takeoff, and I've also enabled the cutback, so this is going to be one heck of a slow climb out there.
Yes, Skymatix 052.
Skymatic 052, to get you into the sequence due to the dual runway operations, I'm going to amend your departure clearance. After departure, maintain runway heading.
Hold on, Christian, hold on. ATC is talking, nobody will hear you now. No, don't worry
After
about
departure, maintain runway heading and climb to 5,000 feet. Skymatix 052.
Skymatic 001, identified on departure, climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230, Skymatic 001.
Skymatic 052, clear for takeoff, runway 28 left, surface winds 3107 knots.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 28 left, Skymatix 052.
Skymatic 008, climb flight level 350.
Climbing 350, Skymatic 008.
Approaching transition.
So we have a couple of guys up and going already, plus myself.
Transition altitude.
KLM 1087, descend 5,000 feet, QNH is 1004.
We've got a bit of weather waiting for us if we hurry up.
Skymatix 014, recycle your transponder 0072.
Recycle 0072 for transponder, Skymatix 014.
Skymatix 1904, climb flight level 330.
Climb 330, Skymatix 1904.
That actually looks nice. Wow.
Skymatix 052, radar contact on departure, climb flight level 90.
Climb flight level 90, Skymatix 052.
Skymatix 052, just continue the runway heading for the moment. I'll give you vectors into the sequence.
Roger, continuing runway heading, Skymatix 052.
I just realized it stopped at 9,000. We need to climb 23, so there you go. Altitude intervent. Linda, you're asleep. You need to wake up. I'm still having my coffee, so I have an excuse.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Skymatix 014, you're leaving my airspace, no further ATC at the moment, switch Unicom 122.8. Cheers, Reggie.
122.8, thanks for the coverage, Gary.
Skymatix 052, turn left heading 180, climb flight level 210.
Turn heading 180, climb 120, Skymatix 052.
Skymatix 052, altitude 210.
Oh, is it altitude 210, Skymatix 052.
Bridget 791, pushing back off, stand 5.
KLM 1087, continue descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
Sending 3,000 feet, KLM.
Skymatix 001, climb flight level 350.
Climb 350, Skymatix 001. Awesome.
Skymatix 052, just check your transponder is set to 0060. I'm still showing you 2000.
Yeah, 0060, and it was on auto. I assumed it was actually working, but I've just turned it straight to on. So, Skymatix 052.
Morning, Rob.
Yeah, it's not the transponder relay I'm getting, it's the code. It's the transponder code.
Yeah, sorry, let me just check that.
Interesting. 1087 after golf declared ILS approach runway 34.
Cleared ILS approach runway 34, KLM 0108.
Skymatix 052, I have you correct now. Thank you very much. You can climb flight level 270.
Climbing flight level 270, Skymatix 052.
And Skymatix 052, you can route direct to PESIT.
Okay, routing direct to PESIT, Skymatix 052.
Morning, Christer.
And we're established on 9 as runway 34, KLM 108.
KLM 108, thank you. The surface winds 3107 knots, runway 34, clear to land.
Copy the wind, runway 34, clear to land.
Skymatix 008, you leaving airspace, no further ATC, switch Unicom 122.8, have a great flight.
122.8 was Skymatix 008, and thank you very much for your service.
Good morning, all.
Hallo. Gaan het, Anthony?
Good morning. Lekker daar kant?
Ja, lekker. There's definitely a problem with this VNAV.
Skymatix 001, you might need another alt intervention.
Exactly what I just was ming for, sir. Thank you. I just noticed that. I think there's a problem with this aircraft code.
No worries.
Yeah, Zibo, this is version 4.3, and he's busy working on VNAV. And there's two things that I've noticed so far. In the beginning phase, just after the nose dip, the VNAV kind of jumps. It's like the calculation is wrong. So it gives you the impression that you are on VNAV common. Until it catches the VNAV path, then it's fine. That's the first problem. Okay, so there's not that continuous descent anymore from top of descent. And then the second thing is now, Gary, you've been absolutely wonderful this morning, instrumental in actually discovering this, because normally I wouldn't even do this kind of procedure. It's obviously under ATC that we now expect, once you've set the higher altitude, that the aircraft will automatically climb, because that is what the VNAV alt is supposed to do. If you get to alt hold, it does what it now does. So it's like there's an invert there and an invert there to a certain extent, which is marvelous, because now I can show Zibo. Please have a look. But just to remind you guys, this is a beta a beta of a beta that I'm testing.
Skymatix 052, climb flight level 330.
Climbing flight level 330, Skymatix 052.
Skymatix 194, you leaving my airspace, switch Unicom 122.8, have a great flight.
Thank you very much for your services and have a good day.
At 1087, you can continue to roll down the runway to vacate at Charlie stand 10.
Continue runway, Charlie stand 10 on the runway.
Yeah, well, Krista, remember, you're not on the same version as I am. There's been complaints in the forum, so Zibo's obviously attended, somewhat to it, and he's asked us to test it, which is what we're doing. And I've now done 3 test flights three test flights. This is my 3rd one. And each one has got unique characteristics and unique things that happened with VNAV, so I can give him a little bit more information.
Skymatix 001, you leaving my airspace, switch Unicom 122.8, have a great flight, talk soon.
Thank you, sir. Leaving your airspace, Unicom 122.8, and thank you for your coverage, Gary. There we go. Thank you, Gary. Much appreciated, man. It was a nice surprise to get you online this morning. Vim, I just noticed your comment of good morning. I'm not sure if I said good morning, so anyway, good morning, Vim.
Yeah, good morning, Nico.
Yo, okay, now you come to ATC as well, eh, Gary? Well, thank you. Yeah, yeah. I tell you what, I'm so glad it is there now, because all the years of flying for Ryanair, I always used that parking bay there in that region where I was. 1-to-1 is my favorite. That's the one I always try and get first, and it just makes it so much easier to get in and out if you've got the 2.8 right. Wow, what a jump in the barometric pressure there. Can't wait for Laminar to sort out their weather. We lost a pilot. Where's number 7 gone? Yeah, Tommy, the weather is a big problem, man. The weather is especially with active sky at this point in time. It's their first attempt. We've got to give them a little bit time to sort out all the nonsense. That is a nice challenge, Chris. They're gusting at 30.
And an RNAV approach too, so.
Yep. And unless the rain, that thunderstorm moves, we're going to have some rain and all kinds of other nonsense too.
Or we have to divert for visibility.
Yeah, I'm a cowboy. I'll take it on. I'll go ride that thing, radio style, cowboy style.
Ready for descent, proceed.
My passengers were warned this morning. We'll give them some calm meds or something, just keep them calm, and maybe a nice brandy or something, Just sit tight, guys. Hold on, we're going.
Brace yourselves.
Yes. Christer, land or die. They wanted to know this morning why we sold the tickets at half price. So we had to explain to them, you see.
To level off.
Yes, Tommy, my money is on ASXP12 to cause your problem. And for me, I don't know if you probably noticed, it was jumping a bit here for me too on the barometric pressure. That's a known explain 12 problem. It's just one of those things. I mean, the Zibo mod is very capable of handling a lot of stuff, but when it's such an obvious broken weather system, it's tough. It's tough for it to keep up. Exactly, Steve. Look how it's jumping, you see? You lose 1,000 feet in a second. For no reason. There's absolutely no reason. And the aircraft needs to compensate for that bogus change the whole time. Well, Active Sky XP is available now, but in its first iteration, Gary, it is suffering a lot of problems, eh? There's a lot of issues with it. Also, now at this point in time, Zibo, I mean Lubos, the man himself, he doesn't have the time to go and test the Zibo mod against Active Sky XP. So any testing and stuff that we do, we have to do in the X-Plane real weather, because that's where the Zibo mod is, you know, more comfortable and designed for. So any other funny stuff that ASXP introduces, Zibo will have to test it, we'll have to test it, he'll have to make compensation for it, you know. Then the one thing that we did lose with Active Sky now again is you can't go and search for weather. If you are on X-Plane 12 weather, you can do your request, it will work, you know. But the moment you put Active Sky in here, this thing dies again, because obviously Zibo is looking at a certain data set, and that data set does not exist when you're using ASXP 12. Hello, Alex. It's called beta. Yeah. Exactly, Christer. I think that is the best way to go forward. But, you know, us guys, us testers and all, we like testing things, right? That's why we're famous. So, you know, we all jumped on the bandwagon of ASXP, and we expected so much just to be a little bit disappointed on the one hand, but thoroughly thrilled on the other hand, you know. So take the good with the bad. They're busy working on it. One of these days they'll bring out a patch and it'll be better. The big difference between ASXP 12 and X-Plane Real Weather is ASXP 12 at least gives you the right METAR at the right time, whereas the laminar research weather, I mean, that can be, you know, hours and hours and hours old and useless. You can't use it when you fly online. It's really annoying. Morning, other Alex. It was, eh? It was a mega surprise when it came through. Wow, look at that. That's our METAR. Okay, the gusting. Oh, there it is. It's got the. Okay, it's temporary gusting. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Broken at 1,000. You see, look, X-Plane 12 weather is again, it's half an hour older. When you look at what was there, it's obviously updated now, so we'll do our updates as we go. But I mean, I have to be so careful with this weather systems now. Hello, Saber. Keep it as a placeholder.
I'm off to get some dough, Egbert.
Right. I just finished mine, my first cup. Right, so we have clouds broken at 1000. Our decision altitude is 530, so we have enough room to do the RNAV. That should not be a problem at all. $3,000 mandatory. That's an MDA, so we need to add about 40, so we'll make it 570. All right. Okay, then. Okay.
Morning.
Good morning, Gary. Welcome.
I just thought I'd come in and say a quick hello and goodbye before I go to bed.
Oh, no, you're welcome. And thanks for your help this morning with ATC.
Yeah, not a problem. It's my pleasure. And you guys, I literally logged on, seen your stream. Oh, they're all leaving Dublin. I'll jump on quickly and get these guys out.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you have a nice rest of your flight. I'm going to go to bed because I'm back in work tonight for another 12 hours, and I want to get up a little early and hopefully catch the start of the rugby, the Ireland-England game. So, yeah, you guys enjoy your flight, and I'll talk to you soon.
Excellent, man. Sleep well.
Thanks for the coverage, Gary. Not sure you heard me on my sign-off.
Thank you, Gary.
No worries. Take care. See you soon. See you, John. Bye.
Oh yes. The other thing I want to do. Nope. Wrong one. Wrong option. No, that's exactly what I don't want to do, Christer. I don't want to use the runway. You can't expect new pilots to use the runway. It doesn't work in reality. For us old hands, we can do it, but the new guys need the final approach fix. And that's what we need. We had a discussion on the stream yesterday. I think it was Dave that said I must talk through the whole process with him. So I'm just doing it as a practice run for myself anyway today, and then when he's back, maybe tonight we can talk him through it again. But the danger of using the runway 21 or any runway for that matter with your fixed rings is the new pilots get flustered. They run out of time because the moment the glide slope becomes active, the speed window opens, and then they rip the flaps off. They break it because they don't have the ability to adjust the speed according to the way we do it and the way it should be done. They just don't have it. They're too new, too fresh. They need a lot of practice to be able to, all of a sudden, while they're in that final process, to handle a speed window as well. And the only way to counter that is you use the final approach fix, and by doing that, you will be fully configured before the nose dips on the glide slope or the glide path, and the speed window will not open until very much later. You see, so that is the way we teach the new guys.
Hello guys.
Good morning. How are you doing, Pavel?
Good. Can you set link for the XP X-Play UPC? Is possible?
You want to see my XP UIPC? Is that what you're asking?
Can you send link?
Link. I don't have a link, Pavel. The XP UIPC that I have, I got when the IXEG, the 737-300 was released. I'll have to see if I can maybe make a link, but I don't have a link right now.
I sent you link. Can you check? 10% is okay?
What do you mean? This link. Alright, okay. Let's see. Let's see which version I've got. Right. Ooh, there's a 2048 in your link. Okay, well, I'm happy with 2047, but if you want to use that link, use the second one, 2048. That's the closest to my one, and I know my one works. Pavel, the only problem with XP UIPC that is shared on the internet is in the INI file. Sometimes the people put nonsense. So you've got to be very careful. I'll open my one. I'll show you quickly on stream here. A lot of guys forget to remove their mappings and stuff. And then what happened to me was every time I closed my door, I switched my beacon light on or something stupid like that. I can't remember. It was something stupid like that. So you must be careful. I just want to see where is mine now.
Okay.
So look at my stream on YouTube. I'm gonna put it there now. So what you need to be careful of is you need to make sure that somewhere in here that you do not have any controller mappings, because if you switch the beacon light on, you don't want the fuel to be cut off, for instance. You know, it's a stupid example, but I know that there were such issues. I had like 2 or 3 of them, and the beacon light was my end. It really killed me. Until I discovered that it was the person I got the XP UIPC from. He had controllers mapped in here. So you must be careful. It's the XP UIPC INI file. It must be standard like this. Come back to my stream if you need to see it again, but that's it. It needs to be clean.
Okay.
Little John.
Is that me?
Yeah. We've got Uncle John and Little John, so I need to make some distinction between you. Hope you don't mind. Anyway, I see I'm very close to you. I'll have to slow down in the descent a little bit to give you a little room.
Do you want me to speed up?
The problem is you've got Anthony in front of you, and you and Anthony seem to be a good distance from each other. So if I have to vector, I'll vector myself, but I'll try slow down first, see if we can do that. Okay. If it happens that we get to the runway fairly, soon after each other, I'll use maximum brake. You can use maybe brake 3 or 2 and just roll through to the end.
Roger that.
Okay, but we'll talk as we get closer. So what I do, for your information, is I use the final approach fix 7, 5 and 3. So what happens is at 7, it's flaps 1. Okay, at flaps 5, I usually extend more flaps. Well, at 5 nautical miles from it will probably take me up to flaps 5. At 3 nautical miles, I go flaps 15 and gear down. And when I reach the fix, I go to landing configuration on the flaps. So it's flaps 1, flaps 5. Yeah, now I need to think quick. Flaps 1, flaps 5, flaps 15, gear down at 3. And then when I get to the actual fix, that's landing configuration flaps. And if you do it that way, you will get it that you will be configured before the nose dips on the glide slope or glide path and the speed window will not open. So you just take a bit of stress off the new guys, you know, just give them a chance to process everything and to cope with everything. Well, no worries. Rather late than never, so welcome. I wish I could join the learning guys. Okay, never explain to Alex, my only recommendation is buy as top of the range as you can that will be allowed by your budget. Don't skimp on it because you obviously need a huge processor. You need at least 32 gig of RAM for the way we operate, and then you need a decent graphics card, you know, so try and go for NVMe drives if you can, otherwise SSD. Don't go for mechanicals unless you need a lot of storage, like when we do the what do you call it, the Auto for XP, then we need a lot of storage. That's why I use my mechanical drives. Other than that, everything I use is SSD or NVMEs. Yeah, see what you can do, you know. If you want proper advice, do yourself a favor, come to our Discord and speak to McDrying. McDrying is one of those guys that analyzes and reanalyzes and checks and double checks all the hardware that's available. You know, he's got a knack for that. He'll set you right, and then, like I say, go for the best you can get for your money, eh? Umar, Hakan was here early. Hakan was on Discord probably from 6 AM this morning. He was here for hours and hours already, and by the time we started flying, I think he got tired already. So he wasn't here very long, and then he left.
And Nico, on the processor, the actual frequency the processor run really matters. So the number of cores is less important than the
speed, the megahertz. Yeah. That's it. Even Alex says that, definitely. i5 or i7 or i9. i9 for me personally, when I built this computer, was too expensive for the little bit of benefit. It was just not worth it. So I stick with the i7, but don't go less than i5, and if you get i5, try and go as much as you can afford. Yeah, but you are also in IT, Alex. That makes a bit of a difference. You don't only use it specifically just for flight simming, eh? Thanks, Christer. Is he actually flying right now? Thank you, sir. Which country? I know I can go find him, but I'm just asking. Ah. In Brazil.
Maybe he's getting a Lex.
I won't put it past him. I've got him. Yeah, he's not quite in Brazil yet. He's at the border. He's getting there. I think he just went to pick up Escobar. That's the big story there. Yeah, it's probably 12 p.m. where he is, not a.m. So it's in the middle of the day, if not even later. How far is Turkey ahead of South Africa? Probably an hour? Not that much.
2 hours, perhaps. Time.
Okay.
Our time over here it's 11:30. We have the same time with Turkey.
Okay, yeah, well, we're on 11:30 too.
Approach top of descent.
Europe is 10:30. 9:30. No, 10:30. I said it correctly. 10:30.
Right, gents, I'm going to have to just concentrate a little bit on everything that happens now again. So what I said earlier is what I've noticed is the aircraft will spool down the engines, dip the nose, it will kind of slow down, stick to the speed. But at some point, soon afterwards, it's like the VNAV path jumps down. It's like we are like 1,000 foot or some too high. All of a sudden, it's like almost like it's pretending to be common VNAV instead of basic VNAV. So I just want to have a look at that again, and then we'll see what happens. Enjoy your coffee, Christer. Umer, no, not. I'm not using it in this stream. Some of the other streams I've used ASXP, but in this one I'm using real weather because of the testing. See, there we go. There's the nose dip. We're slowing down. Compensate. I didn't run away that badly this time. Only 290 feet. We'll see if it jumps again, because I know every time in the last 2 flights it just jumped.
We have ITC live, guys. Oh, my FPS is dropping to 1.5.
Okay. David, are you here?
Yes.
Right, okay, I see there's a bit of a gap between you and me, so I'm going to slow down so I give John a fighting chance, and myself as well. I don't really want to do a go-around. So,
No, that's fine.
I'm slowing down quite a bit.
Okay. What speed are you doing?
Indicated
Roughly?
250. Indicating 250. I'm at, that's about Mach 0.661, 660, around about there.
Okay.
Oh, my
Well,
airplane just crashes 2 miles out of a landing.
Yeah, I don't see on my. I've got a 20 nautical mile rings on the PFD. I can't see you. You sort of clicked away. So.
Oh, that's not good. Damn it.
2 minutes for landing. Really bad.
Aww. Sorry to hear that. Damn it. Go check your log. Make sure you fix it.
I will.
Right,
somebody signal me off at ATC when you were there?
Yeah.
Because ATC was coming online. So.
No problem. Good morning, Cole. Welcome. Nice to see you again. All good, and you? Uncle John?
Yes, sir.
Why are you so quiet today? Are you okay?
I've got a couple of issues, which is why I sent you that message.
Okay. So you want me to run away first before I help you, or I must not run away and help you first?
You must not run away.
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, Carl, it must be late or early, depending on your point of view already where you are, man.
Nothing in the log.
Go check your Windows Event Viewer.
Yeah, well, I was turning the view to the zoom level. That kind of changed something.
Ouch.
See the window log. I'll sign off for now. See you later.
Okay, cheers, Hendrik. Yeah, strange enough, I woke up way too early this morning as well. Just after 5 my time, I was up. Big finger, small keys on a phone is a terrible thing, I tell you. It's nice seeing you guys on multiple channels. I was watching Q8 Pilot a few streams ago, and I also saw some names there. Thank you, Tommy. You had way more work on Q8 Pilot stream than you have on my stream, eh, Carl? Ah, pressed the wrong button. Just touched, actually. It was the trim wheel. I just touched it. Fortunately, it was an exceptional pilot on board, and he managed to save the situation.
Rebooting. I'll be back in a minute.
Ready for... Okay. That's true, Alex. He was, but he was flying on offline. Carl, he had a bunch of issues. Since yesterday, his X-plane is crashing all over the place. And he's asked me to help him after the stream. So we'll have to go and analyze what happened and what not and see. Omer.
Bonjour, Air France 2492 avec vous.
Sorry, give me a second.
Air France 2492.
It's a cultural thing, okay? For us in South Africa, the Afrikaner people, we call our elders uncle, whether they're family or not. And that's just where it originated from. Because, I mean, I can call him John. I've got other names and things for him too. But when we started this whole journey with the Zibo project and all, the title Uncle John just kind of stuck, you know, because Jorge also liked it and the other guys liked it, and everybody just started calling him Uncle John, you know, and then it kind of stuck. No man, I touched the trim wheel and the autopilot went off, so I just pressed the autopilot button again. Uncle John already landed. He's rebooting now. Yeah. Yeah, that's debatable. That is debatable. But we can't talk about that aspect on a live stream in public. I don't know. Today it's behaving a little bit better. The VNAV path is not jumped again.
Bonjour, Nantes, Skymatix 014, established 421.
Skymatix 014, hello. Making echo, clear to land runway 21, winds 1900 degrees, 10 knots.
Yes, echo, clear to land, Skymatix 014.
Et prêt pour le roulage 2492.
2492, roulez point centre Foxtrot, piste 21, via Romeo Delta et Romeo.
On roule le point d'arrêt Foxtrot pour la 21 via Romeo Delta et Romeo 2492.
À la tour pour Transavia 234, je m'excuse, j'avais un problème radio. Est-ce que vous pouvez me répéter la clairance? Merci.
Yes, Rob, it's the same link. The only difference is you need to go to the jar design forum and then download the correct version. So the license key will remain the same. You just need the correct version from the jar design forum. And then she will work in X-Plane 12. And the same goes for all the add-ons. I've got it now in the Airbus A319 as well. I had to do the same thing. Umer, I've got a fairly good idea, but we don't talk
Flight
about
level
things
100.
like that.
Landing light switches on.
Zibo is intensely private. He does not communicate with a lot of people at all. Yeah, we're all very glad and happy to have him, eh?
Skymatix 014 going around, could not see the runway.
Skymatix 014, no problem. Weather here is a bit angry. Follow standard go around procedure and contact me back when established on the RMP runway 2.
Follow standard procedure go around, Skymatix 014.
Air France 2492, autorisé départ immédiat, autorisé décollage immédiat, piste 21, via Pop.
Autorisé départ immédiat 2492.
Skymatix 1904, hello, contact me when established RMP runway 21.
Approaching transition.
Two stations calling.
Just to let you know, I couldn't see the runway at ground level.
No, we heard you. We heard you. Kev, it's difficult to say. I mean, Zibo, if you're watching, I don't know how to answer this really. It's difficult to say. But I'm guessing, this is just my opinion from seeing his picture and knowing what he looks like. I'm guessing he's early 50s. Approximately in age. No, I'm just guessing. One of the things we never do, we never discuss personal stuff and so on. You know, in the conversation when we sit and talk with each other, we would drop, you know, one or two little things, you know. But we've never really made any conversation where we discuss any personal stuff either way.
For information, traffic has gone around due to weather conditions.
Umar, no, we're on an RNAV. We're not going to do auto land on RNAV.
With regards to go around and weather conditions for Skymatix 008.
Skymatix 001 on frequency.
01 on frequency.
I'm not supposed to control you then, but I would recommend you to reduce speed to 180 knots.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We'll reduce immediately to 180 or below Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 1904 on frequency.
1000 to level off.
Skymatix 1904, please increase your speed to 170.
Flaps 2 set.
Yeah, man, we want 5.
Flaps 5 set.
Alright, so we're gonna go for gear down, flaps 15 now.
Skymatix 001, if you can maybe reduce to minimal approach speed for the most.
Flaps 15 set.
We'll reduce minimum approach speed, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 1904, hello, information echo, continue approach runway 21 and increase speed to 160 knots.
Flaps 30 set. Ready for landing checklist.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard this, but I'll tell you quickly. For some reason, when I use my Bravo throttle,
Skymatix 1904, how do you...
when I set my speed brake there, you can clearly see that it either arms or it does not, and then it doesn't want to switch off again. There's something wrong with this pod in this beta, this Bravo throttle quadrant. So I'm having to use my keyboard now. I mean, the more I use this Bravo throttle, the more things just break. It's really, really terrible.
La tour Transavia 234, propulsage et mise en route des moteurs terminés, prêt à rouler.
Transavia 234, bien reçu, roulez point d'attente Foxtrot, piste 21 via Romeo Delta et Romeo.
Point d'attente Foxtrot pour la 21.
Yeah, this Bravo is very bad quality. It's terrible quality.
Yeah, Nantes, Skymatix 052.
Skymatix 052, hello, information Foxtrot, continue approach and reduce speed 18.
Reducing speed 180 and continuing approach Skymatix 052.
Confirm, RNP runway 2.
And for the RMP approach, runway 21, Skymatix 052.
Skymatix 008, welcome to Nantes, taxi to stand 14 via Romeo and Romeo Charlie.
Stand 14, Romeo Charlie, so Skymatix 008.
Skymatix 1904, clear to land runway 21 with 220 degrees 10. Skymatix 001, reduce minimum approach speed.
Yeah, Alex, I don't know what to say, mate. It is terrible. It's really terrible. First, I lost my 2 reverse thrust levers at the top because the cables broke. And now it's this pod, the very left-hand pod. Now, I can't use it anymore for my speed brake. It's just basically given up the ghost now. Minimal approach speed, Skymatix 001. At this rate, Alex, I'm expecting to have to replace this pretty soon. It's becoming unusable. Like for instance, when I fly the Phoenix, there's certain things that I expect it to do and it can't anymore. So it's about a year old now.
Skymatix 001, it could be possible you go around due to the proximity to the traffic ahead.
Taxi lights on.
Yeah, we're going around Skymatix 001. No, so the Bravo, the throttles, it's busy braking all the more every day now.
Because of the traffic ahead, if he's not vacating fast.
Nico, continue approach, I'm gonna vacate.
Okay.
Skymatix 014, contact approach on 124.43.
Approaching decision height.
Well, he's given me the go around already, so I have to go around.
Skymatix 014, contact approach 124.430, bye-bye.
Runway vacated, Skymatix 194.
Yeah, too late.
Skymatix 001, clear to land runway 21.
Let's do this. So we already initiated the go around, so we're going to continue on the go around. Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, no problem. Go around procedure, follow standard. Go around procedure, contact approach 124.430. Correct.
124.430, Skymatix 001. You see, this is now getting to an information overloading. I almost did a nosedive there, I promise you. I really wanted to go do a nosedive there. Anyway, let's go back.
Skymatix 194, taxi to stand 11, follow the traffic ahead via Romeo.
And I never set my go around altitude. You see, I didn't expect it at all. Anyway, like we said, there's a grand pilot on board, and with all these mistakes, he still saves everybody.
Flaps 2 set. Flaps 5 set.
Alright. We need to go to 4,000.
1,000 to level off.
Right. Approach, good morning, Skymatix 001 on the go around at Nantes.
Skymatix 001 at approach, good day, vector to intercept 0 NP approach and right, heading 310.
310 for Skymatix 001.
Ready for descent procedure. Approaching transition.
I should not even have contemplated doing a nosedive. That really just threw me out completely. But, so we learn. Yes, Rob, thank you so much. Yeah, Uncle John.
Yes, sir.
This Bravo was good for the first year. After the first year, everything just started breaking now. It's working on my nerves. I don't know what to say. It's just really bad quality, man. I obviously got one of the duds in the whole assignment, you know.
Maybe I'm going to need to bring mine back out and leave it with you. Bring yours back and send it back.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. You
They're
can.
not cheap, are they?
No, they're not cheap. And I mean, I've made a comment on various platforms already. It's not a secret, you know. This is really. I don't think it's a design problem. for me personally, this is a manufacturing problem. So whoever the Chinese company was who made it, obviously they took shortcuts, and that's where the problem lies.
If you do me a favour, Nico, if you can make a list, not now, as and when, of what's wrong, and I'll contact them from here.
Yeah, let's talk afterwards, because I've also spoken to them already once, Uncle John. So we'll talk afterwards.
en montée initiale vers le niveau 5000. Transavia 234, notre approche, bonsoir, identifié, montée niveau 190. Niveau 190 pour Transavia 230.
Hello ATC guy, hello transport main, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I shouldn't have changed my mind there. I should have just continued in the go around procedure, because then it looked stupid and I felt stupid. But anyway, thank you for your service. Thank you for your help. Uncle John?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Was that for 001? Hold on.
Skymatix 001, turn right, heading 040.
Turn right 040, Skymatix 001. Sorry, ITC spoke just as you and I started speaking again. He's on stream, so I'm going to be careful now. I'm going to have to concentrate.
Established for 2-1.
Skymatix 014, contact non-tower 118.650. Thank you, bye-bye.
Let's talk afterwards, Uncle John. It's easier. Let me concentrate on ATC now. Otherwise, I'm going to really look and embarrass myself for no reason.
No problem.
Okay. Tommy, I don't think you heard me. I was muted. Sorry, I was on 1007. I've just set it to 1008 because that is what my explain sees. I don't even know what it is according to the other guys, according to the ATC. Let's have a look. See. Yeah, it's 1008 according to them as well.
Skymatix 001 is on 3000 feet. Skymatix 001, I didn't receive you, can you repeat please?
Apologies, descent 3000 feet, Skymatix 001. Do this, let's go and put that on 0. It's definitely seeing it, so why is it not using it? No idea. Alright, I will fix that when we're on the ground. Let's stick to the keyboard for now. But that's going to be the answer, to use a different axis. The only thing that could possibly...
Skymatix 001 right, heading 130, clear to NP approach from NH21, report established.
Turn right 130, cleared for the RNP approach, and we will report established Skymatix 001. Right, so the only thing that could be interfering, which I can't test now because we've got ATC and it will pause the sim, is I'm going to have to check if there isn't something else mapped onto... Oh, you know what it is? I know exactly what it is. When I did my calibration, I disabled that axis in X-plane itself. So even though the Zibo sees it, it's completely disabled in the controller setup. So that's why it's not working. Why I'll have to keep to the keyboard for now. I'll just have to... Once I've landed, I'll show you guys. I'll do the calibrations and everything, then it should work. So, I basically lost the first controller lever from left to right. The second one is now going to be speed brake. The third one is engine 1. The fourth one is engine 2, the right hand engine. That one has got so much jitter on it. The pods, I don't know, it's just not working nicely, but at least it still works. And then I've lost the 2 reversers, and the last 2 axes seems to be stable at this point in time. Damn it. No, the first axis is definitely broken. The second one is disabled. That's why it's not doing what we think it should do. I have to actually concentrate, but you see, I've been not concentrating. You see, we're back. Now we know where we are. Talk too much, talk too much. Don't care. Ian seems to be off as well. Ian is not working at all. Ian is also off. Another point for the list. The joys of testing a beta. Right, so what we want to do is we want to put this thing down on minimums so that it will use VNAV to descend, because Ian is clearly broken. That's dead.
0567, on t'approche. Bonjour, pardon. Montez niveau 190, c'est insuffisant.
I am so glad that I did this flight this morning under the circumstances with ATC and everything. That I mean, this list of little bugs has just grown tremendously. not descending.
Radio altimeter.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Tommy.
Skymatix 01, back to Nantes Tower 118, Skymatix 650, thank you, bye-bye.
Prepare for landing.
Nantes Tower, next, and thank you for your service and thanks for your patience, Skymatix 001. Nantes Tower, Skymatix 001, on the final approach for runway 21.
Skymatix 001, hello again, information Foxtrot, connection 1008, clear to land runway 21, winds 205 degrees 10.
Thank you, sir. Clear to land runway 15. I beg your pardon, 21, and that's Skymatix 001. Wanted to go to flaps 15, damn it.
Approaching decision height.
Flaps 15 set. Flaps 30 set.
Yeah, I got them, Tommy. I got them. I got them.
Minimums. 500. Clear to land runway 21.
400.
Yeah, it could be because it's an offset that the EN isn't working. I'll have to go test it somewhere else before I write that down.
Reverse unlocked. Speed brake up. Auto brake in use.
Lots of things to think about now,
60
man.
knots. Yeah. Great landing. You are professional.
Thank you, Neil.
Stabilized.
Went a bit skew there. Looking outside and doing all these other fancy things, so apologies for that. But anyway, we made it.
Flaps up and set.
Skymatix 001, congratulations, you finally succeed. You can taxi to stand 10 via Romeo and Romeo Delta.
Thank you, sir. 10 and via Romeo Delta, Skymatix 001. Yeah. After landing procedure, I have a lot of things to go think about now. No, that's fine. That was the bribe to get them to relax, you know. So the brandy still it's free. It's on the house. They don't have to pay for it. It's fine.
After landing, procedure complete.
Romeo Delta to stand 10.
Skymatix 001, please, squawk standby.
Linda. Squawking standby. Apologies. I will talk to Linda later, sir.
Hello, Tower, Skymatix 014. Yeah, I cheated to get down. I turned the rear weather off, so I'm about to park, ready for the group photo. But thank you for your coverage.
Yeah, you have some problems with the climb?
Yeah, I just could not see the ground, basically. It was really bad.
Yeah, if you can't see the ground, you cannot fly, and it's funny. Okay, no problem. I would recommend you not to connect with this problem. It would be better.
One of the guys here on Discord actually told us how to fix it the other day, months ago. But
one of our colleagues can do the group flight picture.
yeah, I can't remember how to fix it.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. Skymatix 014, confirm you can see the ground again, because you are on the right stand, so I don't know how you did. Oh, damn, I hate the record. Where's Dom?
I don't know exactly where this 10 is. So I think Reggie might have now gone and parked on my stand. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which is which. So I'm gonna take the next one. Oh, it's nice to see all the ticks together. Wow. Right. Not bad. Guys, I'm back. I'm back on Discord.
You are, sir. Welcome.
Yes, sir. And Skymatix
I've got my
001
pick.
is on the blocks. Thank you for your service, sir.
Skymatix 001, thanks a lot. In fact, you're the only one that taxied correctly, so thanks very much. See you next time, Bob.
Guys, listen. I'm saying this for the record, okay? You guys need to taxi correctly. I can't be the only one that taxis correctly when we've got ATC. We're going to throw away the Skymatix name if you guys don't taxi correctly. Young? We'll have to have a bit of a club chat.
Slap dance, slap drink.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a chat. We busy throwing away our good name here. Anyway, gents, thank you for flying with, and thank you for the photos and all the other stuff, and congratulations to everybody who made it. I'm still missing one person. Somebody disappeared halfway, and I don't know who it is. We had 7 guys flying, and the next moment we just 6. What's that story?
Was it the new guy?
No, sir. No. It was us old guys flying. So, anyway, okay. So let's do this now. Let's go to my controllers. Let me explain to you guys now the situation. So we go to the Bravo throttle, right? So in the old days, I'm going to do the calibrate thing so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, right? So when I used to do my calibration, this is what I did. I would move that axis. You see the axis is working. We'd do these ones and so on. And then I would put my tiller kind of there, semi in the middle. Okay, so that one is my tiller axis. That's why it's there. Okay, so as you can see, axis number 2 was never used, ever. I physically removed the packaging, the little spacer thing that sits on top of it now for the first time in my life, in its life. I've removed it. So what we need to do now is we need to redo this, right? So we need to now put the spacer on number 1. So number 1, because it's giving us problems, we're going to skip it. So you see there, now explain C's that one. Now we can do those ones. See, now, basically the broken one is now shoved in a corner. We're not going to touch that. We're going to click ignore axis. Okay, so that one is now ignored. Next. Done. So, see, if we now pull the speed brake with the lever, it now works. So what I started noticing is when I would use the actual Bravo to set, you know, this thing to be armed. Obviously, we're on the ground. That's going to go red, okay, because we shouldn't do it, but it goes green otherwise. What happened was I would land, my speed brake would actually deploy, and within a second it would pull back. It would just go lie down again. It didn't want to stay up. And then I started testing, and what I found is if I use my keyboard, number 3 and number 4 at the top row of the numbers, and I actually do it this way, that's where the keyboard, you can hear me click it, right? Then the speed brakes would deploy, which led me to believe that there must be noise or something on that number 1 axis. So what I did was I did actually start to add, you know, the noise to try and cancel it out. I tried 1, 2 and 3, and when I hit number 3, it didn't even want to move. I couldn't get anything out of this lever anymore. So that's how bad it became. It's just terrible, man. Anyway, so I'm okay now. I'll try it in the next stream. We're going to use the lever and see if the speed brakes actually deployed. I'm offline, so I'm going to quickly try a replay. If it bombs out, I do apologize. If it doesn't bomb out, we're happy, because what I've noticed also is I'm one of the unlucky guys. For some reason, the replay only works when it wants to. Let's have a look, see.
Nico, but with the Bravo, I don't have that issue, first of all.
I didn't have it until like a week ago. It started about a week ago.
Okay.
Yeah, started about a week ago. First, I lost my reversers. You know, the two levers on top of the throttle levers, those two little baby ones. Lost them first because the cable broke. Now the pod is going. And my right-hand engine, that's the 1, 2, 3, the fourth lever from the left. Also, that is starting to give me hassles. You must check that thing bounce around sometimes. It's crazy how these pods just break. There we go. We've got speed brakes. And I used my keyboard. You see? Interesting. On the Alpha yoke, I had to replace the cable between the actual yoke and the base. All right. And then I discovered it's the little RJ45 plug in the base. That thing is broken. So every now and then I've got to touch it just to make it get contact again. You know. You're welcome, Paul.
Extremely heavy-handed.
I beg your pardon?
I can only assume you're extremely heavy-handed.
Uncle John, no. If you go onto the internet and you start researching this, lots of people have this problem. It's the little.
I am pulling your leg.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. Initially, the way it started, a lot of you guys will remember this. I had to recalibrate my Alpha yoke 2 or 3 times during a flight because I would lose all my buttons. It would just stop. No buttons would work on this thing. So I had to recalibrate it. It fixed it. Over and over. We tried all these different things until we realized, you know, after reading all the forums and seeing everybody else's complaints, everybody's in the same boat. That stupid RJ45 plug in the base is I don't know, it's very flimsy, poorly made, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the technical terms for that. It's just bad. And now what I did was I put a new cable in and I pulled it tight. You know, it's taut. But every now and then it still loses connection. You just touch it and it's fine. And it works.
Well, they told me they've left soft joints.
Yeah, something crazy, man. Anyway. I'm just glad in this instance my replay works again. So I'm not sure if that was a Zibo issue or what it was. It could be that this is one of the things Zibo fixed without telling me as well. I don't know. But at least now I can do a replay. I can only try, Alex. I can only try. I think that will be the first thing that I will try. That was lovely. That was really not bad. Wow.
TARA mode set.
Now she's gonna go crazy.
Flaps up and set. 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 Flaps up and set.
Let's just try.
Flaps
okay,
up and set.
That's fine. Enjoy your lunch, and everybody else, thank you for watching. We'll talk with you guys probably later on.
All commands and checklists.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Flaps up and set. Flaps up and set. Flaps up and set.